What's up guys, Dragon Core 7 here and welcome to a new card review where I review on the card's art, effect, and how many decks that this card would be perfect in. Today I'll be doing my 25th card review. I mean, holy crap, 25 card reviews I've been doing so far, holy shit. Well anyways, to celebrate this occasion, I will be pretty much reviewing a card that is not requested, but a card that I really like half to death. And that will be Shooting Star Dragon. When it comes to Shooting Star Dragon, I really love this card half to death, so I figured this is my 25th card review. I figured I'll be reviewing a card that I love so much. So with no further ado, let's get this card review started. Let's first talk about its artwork. Shooting Star Dragon looks really fucking awesome. It has some white textures in its scales and some light blue and probably I think a little bit of darkish greenish blue on his neck, some parts of his belly and on his legs. He has some jewels on his knees there, and the scales look really fucking amazing. And the background looks very nice too. It looks like he's in space. Well, he is known as Shooting Star Dragon. That would make sense. And also, he looks like a fucking jet. Because if you take a look at his attack in the anime, when he attacks, that's when he looks fucking badass. He pretty much looks like a freaking jet when he attacks. It kind of makes sense because his wings kind of look like the wings of a jet or a plane or any of that. And this thing fucking goes in lightning speed fast. I think he goes faster than a Mach 5 if I'm pretty much correct. So overall, the artwork of Shooting Star is freaking amazing. He is one badass looking dragon. He looks like a fucking jet when he attacks, and he's just beautifully well detailed, and I really love this dragon a lot by his look and how much of a badass he is. So when it comes to the artwork, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5. Okay, let's go check out its effect. It needs one tuner synchro monster and a Stardust Dragon. Each of these can be activated once per turn. Effect number 1. Reveal the top 5 cards in your deck. Shuffle them back in, and this card's maximum number of attacks this turn is equal to the number of tuner monsters revealed. Effect number 2. Negate the activation of an effect that would destroy a cards on the field and destroy that card. Effect number 3. When your opponent declares an attack, you can select it, then remove this card from play and negate that attack. During the end phase, special summon this card that was removed from play by this effect. I have to say, all 3 of his effects are really good. Let's check out its first effect, even though this is the effect I really not highly recommend unless you have a deck full of tuners. Just reveal the top 5 cards from the top of your deck. If any of them is a tuner, then Stardust can attack that many times of how many tuners that you revealed. For example, if you revealed like 4 tuners out of the 5 cards you revealed, then Shooting Star Dragon will attack 4 times within that turn. This first effect is really good if your deck has a lot of tuners. Its second effect, negate the activation of a effect that would destroy cards on the field and destroy that card. That's a really good effect. It's pretty much like Stardust Dragon but more beefed up that you don't have to send him to the graveyard afterwards. And its third effect, when your opponent declares an attack, just pretty much negate it by removing Shooting Star from play and then during the end phase bring him back. It's kind of like a mixture of Stardust Dragon's first effect but pretty much negating one attack. Like what if your opponent has a really beefed up monster and could easily try to take down Shooting Star? Well, just pretty much remove Shooting Star from play when he is attacking and then you don't have to worry about Shooting Star being destroyed, and plus he comes back during the end phase. That's really fucking good. And the thing is, I see nothing wrong with these effects. So overall, these effects are really good and I see no problem with them. So when it comes to the effect, I'm giving it a 5 out of 5.
It's broken.
Alright, let's go straight to deck choices. When it comes to deck choices, you most likely gonna be needing a deck that does evolve Stardust Dragon and Formula Synchron. Which, that's no problem because I think a lot of decks can actually perform this unless they're the newer decks nowadays that they rely more on fucking Exceed monsters. God, fucking Exceed monsters. Anyways, so within deck choices today, I'm going to be reviewing cards that most likely you're going to be needing in order to summon up Formula Synchron. Judged by Stardust Dragon is really easy to summon and not that difficult at all, but Formula Synchron can be easy. It depends on what kind of cards that you have. So, here are the cards that you're going to be needing to pretty much summon Formula Synchron, so you can use that with Stardust Dragon to pretty much sync up for Shooting Star Dragon. Pretty much, Formula Synchron is a level 2 Synchro tuner, so most likely you're going to be needing a level 1 tuner and a level 1 monster. And there are a lot of level 1 tuners out there. There are about 50 in total, but here are the ones that I will highly recommend. DD Sprite, Sunny Pixie, Unknown Synchron, Flame Veil Guard, and Effect Veiler. If it weren't for the recent ban list, I would highly recommend Glow Ball, but judging by its banned, there's no way in hell you'd be able to use it. So fuck you, Konami, for banning my fucking favorite level 1 tuner. So pretty much, one of the level 1 tuners I would most likely recommend within this list I gave you is most likely Effect Veiler, because you don't have to just use it just for tuning. You can most likely use its other effect to pretty much negate a monster's effect during your opponent's turn, so they don't have to use their effects. Like, what if you're facing a Judgment Dragon, and if he's about to blow up the field? You can just pretty much discard your Effect Veiler to pretty much the target's effect until the end of the turn. So this will give you a good chance to pretty much save your ass before being blown up by this Judgment Dragon. And most likely you're going to be needing some level 1 monsters. There's a whole bunch of them to choose from. But the one level 1 monster that I would highly recommend is Tuningware, because here's its effect. Once this thing has been sent to the graveyard due to a Synchro summon, draw 1 card. And here's the thing about Formula Synchron. Once Formula Synchron has been Synchro summoned, you can draw a card. So think of it this way: if you use Tuningware and send him to the graveyard and then Synchro summon for Formula Synchron, not only you get to draw a card from Formula's effect, but you also get to draw a secondary card due to Tuningware. So it's pretty much like Pot of Greed, but more of synchroing, which I love using this strategy a lot, especially for when it comes to my deck, because my deck does involve ways of summoning Stardust Dragon and Shooting Star Dragon. Spell cards I'll most likely recommend to help further the Synchro summon is 1-for-1. Just pretty much discard a monster card from your hand and then special summon a level 1 monster from your deck or your hand. Which this will be good because you're going to be needing that level 1 just in order to try to Synchro summon with that level 1 tuner just to make Formula Synchron. When it comes to deck choices, the only decks I can most likely see that involve Shooting Star Dragon is most likely decks that have Stardust Dragon and Formula Synchron. When it comes to my score of deck choices, it gets a 4.5 out of 5. Okay, time for the final results. Overall, Shooting Star Dragon is probably one of my favorite Synchro monsters of all time, because it looks fucking badass with its art, its effect is really kick-ass, and when it comes to deck choices, most likely you can involve decks that have Stardust Dragon and Formula Synchron. Most likely, y'all can see why I love this card half to death. And I'm happy to pretty much reveal this card for my 25th card review. Shooting Star Dragon, you fucking rock. So, when it comes to my overall score of Shooting Star Dragon, it gets a 5 out of 5. So, there you have it, guys. That is my card review on Shooting Star Dragon. Oh man, 25 card reviews. Speaking of which, it's almost gonna be a year since I've been doing card reviews. Holy shit, I just realized that until now. Holy crap. I'll probably think of something, like probably a special card review or some crap, but either way, that's not gonna be happening until sometime in July. So if you guys have any cards you want me to review for future episodes, just leave me your thoughts and ideas in the comments down below, and I'll see what I can do for a future episode. So remember, guys, comment, rate, subscribe, and until next time, later, Dragon Core 7, signing out.